Record. Okay, now we're recording. All right, so we already did recognition and we already did our Fit Mama Friday, so wear it loud and proud. And so we're going to do the 5-step invitation process. And what we're going to go over is the whole process that is listed in the back office. And I'm not sure if everybody knows that it's listed in the back office, but you really should print it out and have it in a folder somewhere to refresh yourself when you hit a roadblock, because it really does work. I've found myself kind of at points, you know, getting into kind of a groove of losing it and kind of, you know, just not really knowing where to begin again. And if you just go back to this process and you remember what you're supposed to be doing, you kind of find those people again. You find out, you know, oh, well, I'm hitting all the same people. You know, your Facebook posts are hitting all the same people. You kind of have to really remember that you need to find new people and then restart this invitation process with a whole new network, a whole new group of people. And then you'll see that your sales and your success club will start being hit again when those people start coming around, when you start finishing this 5-step process with these new people. So what I'm basically going to just go over step by step what these, you know, what they are. So the first step, I'm missing the first page, but basically the first step is to establish, you know, a form of communication with them. If you've, you know, just kind of gotten to know them, or if you haven't talked to them in a long time, you want to just, you know, start a conversation. So if you're at a new sport with a kid, or, you know, at a new, you know, family function and you meet new people, or if you're at a new, you know, school function or anything like that, and you just strike up conversations with these people, that's your first step. You're gonna basically form a new communication outlet with somebody. And then, you know, your step 2 is going to be that interview process. When somebody comes to you and says, you know, I really want to get involved in this. I want to, you know, lose weight. I want to, you know, those are the people you want to hone in on. Obviously, when you see somebody start talking about, oh, you know, I've put on a lot of weight, especially with this winter that we just had, you know, you're going to want to start asking them questions. So when you start bringing up the programs and stuff like that, you're going to want to get a good sense of what it is that they want. So you're going to basically interview them. And in this process, they give you a good set of examples on questions that you should ask. So there's questions like, you know, what made you interested in this program itself? You know, a lot of people are seeing the infomercials that Beachbody spends tons of money on, and they'll see that you're posting about it, or they'll see that you're using your containers somewhere or whatever, and they'll say, oh, I heard about that program, and, you know, I've always wanted to try it. And, you know, and then this is where you're going to say, you know, what made you interested in it? What makes you want to try it? And then, you know, you ask them things about, you know, how long have you struggled with nutrition? How long have you struggled with your weight? How, you know, get to know what their struggles really are. And then you're going to ask, you know, how many times in the last how many years would you say you've tried to lose weight? You know, how many times have you fallen off the wagon? How many different kinds of diets have you tried? And then, you know, ask them if they've ever tried a Beachbody program. A lot of people don't know what Beachbody is. I'll say Beachbody and people will be like, say what? And, you know, then you say P90X, Insanity, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, and I know those. So a lot of people don't really know what you're talking about until you start mentioning things that are pretty worldwide known. And, you know, I didn't know my first Beachbody program was Slim and Six. I had no clue it was a Beachbody program. You know, you kind of just don't pay attention to that whole Beachbody thing that's going across your screen before the workout starts. So, you know, you ask them if they've ever tried a program before. How did it work for them? Do you know anybody else who'd want to work out with you and get on a healthy road with you? Give them a workout partner. And then do you think you'd benefit from being a part of a group that's sharing with each other? And this is how you get them interested in a challenge group. Lots of people that I've talked to that's what reins them in, is the thought of that challenge group, the thought of that, personal, motivational group of people that are just supporting each other throughout the process. And they love that idea. And they just say, yeah, I want to be a part of that. So, and then you kind of finish up and say, what do you do for exercise? What is it that you do? And when you do it, what do you like to do? What is your form of exercise? What is your preferred form of exercise? And this is going to give you a good idea as to what kind of program they're going to be matched up with. I mean, in Beachbody, we have a program for everybody. So this will give you a really good idea as to what kind of program you're going to pitch to them. And then you're going to kind of bridge. So we're going to move on because there's a bridge from step 2 to step 3. So once you finish the interview, you're going to say to them, I'm still not sure which program would be completely right for you, but I have a couple of ideas. So if I was to send you a couple of videos on these ideas, these programs, would you watch them? And if they say yes, then you send it to them and say to them, could you watch these in the next 24, 48 hours? Which one's doable for you? And then you set the time. You don't say, here, I'm going to send you these videos and, you let me know when you've watched them and get back to me with questions and stuff like that. No, because they're never going to get back to you. And then you're going to have to make the move and they're going to think you're pushy. So you say to them, if I send you these videos, can I, get in touch with you and say 24, 48 hours? Do you think you would have watched them by then? And then you do that because you've made that deal with them. So it's not you being pushy. It's not, anything like that. You're making the deal with them that they're going to watch this video and then you're going to follow up with them to see which program they like best. And then usually when I do that, I'll say to them, did you have a chance to watch the programs? And then which part did you like the best about the programs? You don't say to them, what are your thoughts? Don't ever ask that question because what they're going to say is, I don't know if I can do that program. It's too hard. It's way too intense. I'm not sure if it's right for me. No. First question is, what did you like about it? Okay. That's the question. Okay. So step 3 is send the videos. Easy step. So you're going to say, great, watch this tonight. Go ahead, watch the videos. I'll follow up with you, at the time that you specified. And you send the videos. That's easy. Step 3. Step 4, you're going to go ahead and do your follow-up when you said you would. Not before, not 3 days later. Do it when you said. Set an alarm in your phone and do it when you said you were going to do it. So basically, did you have a chance to watch the videos? And then you're going to say, what did you like about the videos? Did you come to a better understanding of how our challenge groups work? Things like that. Like you're going to ask, do you think that our challenge groups in this program could really help you with your goals and your accountability and things like that? And then you say, is this something that you'd be interested in? And then you explain the deal of what is going to happen. So basically, it sounds like something you're ready to do. This is, I'm reading right from the thing. It says, this sounds like it's something you're ready to do. So here's how it works. You enroll with a challenge pack, which comes with blah, 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 blah. And this is a great new thing because now it comes with so much more with that, 30-day club membership. So you add all that in and then you get, you can add the cost if you want. But I usually don't do that a lot of the times right in the beginning. I kind of just tell them the deal. And then at the end of it, they'll say, okay, how much is it? And you tell them. But a lot of people already kind of know the cost of Shakeology because they've already looked into it. So they already know they're getting a good deal by the time you give them the cost of a challenge pack. So basically you can do that. And then you just tell them going forward that they'll get their monthly supply of Shakeology. And, a lot of times I'll kind of just say, I'll slip it in there. I'll be like, there's a 30-day money back guarantee. There's no risk. And then, once you get your shakes, we'll discuss it in the next month. I always check in with them because a lot of these people have not tried the shakes before and they don't want to do an HD. This is what really backs them off on these things. And it really kind of turns people off because they're like, well, what if I don't like the shakes? I don't want to be put on HD. just go on the HD. It comes with the challenge pack. They can't option not to anymore. So you just say, you know what, just do it. I always check in with my customers after to see how they like the shakes. We exchange recipes, and then you basically just check in with them, and they're probably going to like the shakes more often than not. They do. So they'll continue it. If they don't, they can cancel, and that's the option you give them. If you do not like the shakes, you absolutely don't want them, we'll cancel it. It's not a big deal. It's very easy to do, and that's how you basically do step 4. It's confirming and follow up and get their interest piqued, and then just make this challenge pack sale. So then you're gonna help them. This is the step 5. I don't ever just leave it at that, ever. I have never, ever, ever just sent them a link and said, okay, go to this link now and order your challenge pack. They will screw it up, first of all. I don't think the website's very easy to manage. They don't quite know where to go. I mean, there's sometimes that people can just, they do this quick link straight to the challenge pack purchase and all that stuff, but people will still screw it up. So what I do is I'll get them, at the time that they can make the purchase, and I will walk them through it. I'm on the phone with them. I log out of my account. I go in as a person that's not logged in, and I walk them through step by step, and they make their purchase. So basically that is the 5-step process of inviting to purchase. And it really does work, because in the beginning what you're doing is forming. So you're getting all of their information, you're getting to know them, you're building some trust. You're not really, in that first step, you're really not mentioning Beachbody. In that first step, you're just getting to know the person. You're making your first contact, and then you're bridging it into, they're talking about they want to lose weight. They're talking about they want to get healthy. And then you're making the move to offer your help. So it's a really effective 5-step process. And when you hit that roadblock of, I just don't know where to turn, I'm inviting all the time, but I'm not getting any bites, you just have to really sit back, pull out this 5-step process and read through it and think, what the hell am I missing in this 5-step process? What am I not doing? And then start doing it. And then, there's going to be times where you're figuring, okay, I'm kind of exhausted on people here. Where do I go? I have to find more people. And that's where Erin's going to come in and talk about how to find new people. I got on mute. There you go.
I didn't even realize I muted myself. Hi, everyone. I'm Erin. Thank you, Jen. That was awesome. I was taking notes as you were talking. Like, you just explained it so nicely, which was good. I needed to hear that too. So whether you are a brand new coach or you've been coaching for a while, you might feel like, where am I going to find these people? Like, who am I going to talk to about this? Like, I don't know many people. You do. You just don't realize that how many people you actually know. So there's this tool that is very helpful. Even if you've done it before, it's always helpful to whip it out and do it again. It's called the memory jogger. And basically, I believe it's in the back office. If it's not, I got it off of Bob Lucido's files on the Bearcat page, and it's in the tribe. So it's out there. Basically, it's just a big, huge list that helps you jog your memory of all different people. Neighbors, old high school friends, anyone, coworkers. It basically just lists out different people. And the idea of it is just to not even think about what you would say to the person that you're adding to your list. You're just going to create a list of names and not worry about, oh, they wouldn't be interested or they would. You're just going to create a list of names. And you want to, the idea is to get to a list of 100. If you're in our Coach Basics training this month, one of the tasks for last week was to create a list of 100 names. And using the memory jogger is a really helpful way to do that. Another thing you can do is you can just go through your Facebook list, scroll through your friends, see maybe there's people that have popped up that you didn't even know were there. Put them down, and it doesn't mean that you have to reach out to that person and invite them like the next day, but just kind of, you want to have an ongoing list of names that you can look at when you're feeling like, oh, I don't have anyone to talk to, because you do. And one thing we talked about this week in Coach Basics is when you have that list of all those names, it can be overwhelming, right? Like, you have all these names, now what? So one trick that we learned from Keith Callahan is a way to organize that list of 100 names into smaller categories. So if you look at all your names and you divide them into people who, pull out the names of people who you just want to share the products with, right? You know that the coaching opportunity, they would not be interested, but you know that Shakeology or PIO, whatever, would be really awesome for them. So people you just want to share the products with, people that you know you want to share the business opportunity with, you put in another list. Another list is both products and business opportunity. Those go in a list. Now, I'll be honest, for me, the list of business opportunity and then the third list that Keith suggests, which is products and business opportunity, those kind of go hand in hand for me, because lots of times people that you want to present the business opportunity to are also people that you want to introduce the products to. But maybe you have maybe you have a customer who has been using the products, they love them. You don't have to share the products with them, but you definitely want to present the business opportunity to them. They could be somebody that would just go in the business opportunity list. So you have your products only people, your business opportunity people, your both products and business opportunity people. And then the last category are just people that you are just like scared the hell to talk to, right? Like those people that just intimidate you. They think, they'll just like laugh at you. Like maybe they're just, some big shot, like, making $1 million a year. And you're thinking, what are they going to do when I say to them, do you want to be a coach on my team? You just they scare you a little bit. So those are the people on the last list. And he gives a way for you to talk to those people. And a lot of it is what Jen just went through with the invitation process in terms of the products. But one of his key points, which I know I did not utilize enough of, is when you want to present the business opportunity, which, in order to build your business, you have to find business partners, right? You have to have coaches on your team who are also working the business. In order to present that opportunity, make use of your upline. Get on a conference call or a little Zoom chat with your diamond upline, your star diamond upline. So that way the business opportunity can be presented to your prospect, but then you also get to hear how your upline is presenting it. You get to hear the language they use. You get to just kind of hear it a few times over and over so that eventually you can just go do it yourself, right? And then you can kind of train your coaches how to do it. So it's all a learning process. I didn't do enough of that in the beginning, which is why I think in the beginning, I was really kind of struggling with how to present the opportunity. So that's my tip. Definitely use your upline. And then that last category of people that you have on your list of 100, but you're like, I don't ever want to talk to them because they just intimidated. Maybe reach out to them and this was, what Keith was saying, they could be somebody you could say, hey, listen, I know this isn't for you, but I've just started up this business and I really, you know, I respect your opinion. I really value your opinion. You're a really great business person. Would you mind watching this video, or would you mind just checking out this opportunity that I just got introduced to, and let me know what you think, or just so you're almost like introducing it to them, but you're taking the pressure off of it and you're not trying to like get them in with you. And then another thing you can say to them is, I know this isn't for you, but I don't know, maybe do you know anyone who's trying to like lose weight or get healthy, or just to kind of take that pressure off of you're not necessarily asking them. So that was kind of a brief overview on how to manage that list that you have going. You can, I know someone's, you can hear someone, just makes it a little less overwhelming. And, I guess my tip is just always kind of just keep adding to that list. When you feel like you're in a rut, whenever I feel like I'm in a rut, I always just go back to basics. I go back to the 3 vital behaviors. I whip out that memory jogger and I'm like just trying to write down names. I'm just trying to go through all the kind of steps that, new coaches and seasoned coaches, everyone has to do the same things in this business, right? You have to do those daily behaviors that over time will lead to, a successful business. So that was my little tidbit on where the heck to find people. Also do wear and share, right? Do wear and share. You can find somebody at the line in the grocery store. But there's tons of people out there and there's tons of people who need us. So
thank you, Erin.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions at all? Nobody? No? Okay. I am going to run through the recognition one more time because I wanted to be on the recording. So Mel Yannikis was a 3-star diamond today. Chrissy Bergeron is a 2-star diamond today. Matt Bergeron is a diamond today. And we have a bunch of emeralds with Rebecca Baggett, Nicole Brienzi, Mike McGowan, Mike Stefan, and Janine DiGregorio. So congratulations, everybody. So if nobody has any questions, we're going to just end the meeting. Thank you guys all for joining us. And we'll post the recording as soon as I can upload it.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jen.